Yo, what up, my triggers? Yeah, that's right, I dropped a hard R. What are you gonna do? Shoot me like a dirty trigger and prove me right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, anyway, now that all the easily offended pussies have clicked off the video, the rest of us can have a gay old time with this Let's Play of Chrono Trigger, which, actually, I wonder how many people notice this. There's like a typo. Check out the, at the top of the clock thingy. How come it says 11 instead of 12? It should be at 12, right? I did debate if I should show the intro. I normally don't show the intros. I'm not like an intro shower, Let's Player person. But I mean, I figured, come on, it's Chrono Trigger. You gotta show the intro of Chrono Trigger. Come on, man. So yeah, I'll do it. I'll watch the intro. I do think this is a cool intro. This does lead into something else I was gonna talk about later. This is a cool intro. It's a cool song. Everything's cool about it. But it also spoils a lot of stuff that's like in the game that, you know, if it's your first time playing it, it's like, well, do you want everything spoiled? Like all of like, it just goes through the entire game of all of like the major events and locales and whatnot. So looking back, if I could go back in time to my 6th grade self, I would just like not watch it. I wouldn't want everything spoiled. I mean, it is kind of cool to get like excited about all the stuff that you're gonna come across in the game, but you're also getting everything spoiled. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, they must have weighed the two options of like what to show or not or whatever. And they, I mean, all these people that made this game must have decided that it was better to do it this way. But I mean, like, there's no like, yeah, I don't know. It is kind of a bummer that like they couldn't show it in a way that doesn't like spoil everything. But it's like, well, then how do you do it without spoiling everything? I don't know. I guess with movies, that's kind of a thing they have to, that's like a balance that they have to try to do. Like, they don't want to give away, if it's like a funny movie, they want to demonstrate that it's a funny movie, but they don't want to give all the jokes away to where by the time you see the movie, you're like, oh, I've already seen like all these jokes before, so why did I pay money for that? But the thing that I was going to mention earlier is that I do have to preface this Let's Play by saying that I do love this game a lot. I really, really love this game. But I've played this game so many times that there's no other way to say it. I'm kind of burned out from playing it. And so now I prefer to watch blind Let's Plays of it. I still watch, this is one of my favorite games to watch blind Let's Plays of. But as far as me playing it, I've played it so many times that I just like, I've given up on like trying to like get the magic back or whatever of like your first playthrough or your first couple of times where it's like all like amazing and stuff. Like you just get to that point, you just play the game like so much that it just kind of like loses the magic that which like sucks because once you lose it, like you can't get it back. It's kind of like if you play like Oblivion or Skyrim for too long, you sort of like become aware that the world that you're in is like an artificial world. And then once you have that like epiphany, then it you know what? I don't think I've ever played this with active. We're gonna do active. Okay, my normal tradition that I normally do, like when I was a kid growing up, I would always name the main character Thomas, and then I would name everyone else like the default name. But we'll just leave it. It's fine. Also, the first time I played this, I don't think I knew what those sounds were. Those are supposed to be bird sounds. And that's probably as good as they can do. That's probably as well as they could do, or good or whatever, as they could do with the NES chip. But at the time, I just was like, what is that? Oh man. But yeah, so I've kind of like, I've played this so much that on the one hand, or like for one thing I should say, like I am burned out from playing this game, and also I've played it so much that that I don't know, there's no way to I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna say it. There's a lot of like little like nitpicks that I think the game like could have done better, and then it's like blasphemy. I'm aware that like that it's like a gaming, it's like a Let's Player like sin to like say anything bad about Chrono Trigger. So like I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna do what I always do. Is the plan. I did do a lot of like thinking about how I was gonna do this this Let's Play, which I normally don't. I usually just set it up, hit record, and go. But with this one, I actually did do some thinking about it, and by thinking, I mean ruminating about just like pointing out like all like the nitpicks. I don't know. If nothing else, it'll make this a different Let's Play, because everyone else is just like constantly gushing. So I'm just letting you know up front that this playthrough, I'm not going to be like gushing about the game like nonstop. I do think one of the things that's cool is that you can actually go down to this other like continent, like right off the bat. Most of the time when you first start a game, you're like locked into like the first town or the first like area. You normally can't cross a bridge or whatever and just go to like another continent. So I thought that it was pretty cool that you had like a large area that you can explore before you even do like the very first thing. But one of the other things I noticed, I've watched a lot of blind Let's Plays of this. There's a house where it like tells you, where like it's like a tutorial house or whatever, and there's a lot of people that just like skipped it entirely. They just didn't know to go into that one particular house, and the game doesn't like force you to go into it. But so yeah, so I'm basically gonna be like booty blasting my way like through this game, not because I'm like not enjoying it. Well, I'm still gonna enjoy doing the Let's Play of it, even though I'm burned out from the game. But there you go. You know, I forget what happens if you say no. Okay, see ya. Oh, I can just leave. I don't think I've ever said no before. Okay, no, still no. She's just okay with it. I'm surprised she didn't have at least some dialogue being like, oh, why don't you give it back, you big meanie, or something like that. Oh wait, I forgot to say sorry on that one. That's kind of funny. It's like, you're a true gentleman. I'm like, well, I'm only doing it because you're hot. Alright, lead on. Okay, onward, first order of business. Eat this guy's lunch. I haven't had any breakfast, so I gotta eat. The grown boy needs his breakfast. I know it's supposed to be for that old guy, but it's like, yeah, well, like, I needed it more than him, so the overall amount of happiness in the world increased, so it doesn't matter that I stole from him, right? And besides, he's so freaking old, he's not even gonna live till lunchtime anyway, so it's no big deal. Wow, where's my cat? Why don't you come into the cellar? I'll show you where your cat is. Okay, I actually forget what you have to do to activate the next dialogue thing. Yeah, I don't know. There is that part of me that's like, I'm probably gonna piss off a lot of people with this Let's Play. It is kind of cool that they show this music this early in the game. But I'm probably gonna be like talking over dialogue and stuff, and then people are gonna be like, no, you're supposed to like read the dialogue and like have the emotions and stuff. I'm like, dude, we're so far past that I'm like, I'm not like even at the point where I could even like fake it at this point. Even if I were, I would still like not fake it. I'm not like a faker. I'm not like a ham it up for the camera kind of Let's Player, but it's like this is like the kind of game where it could actually be like detrimental. Like people might actually not like the Let's Play if I'm not like feeling all the correct things that the viewer wants me to feel. It's like, yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you then, dude. I'm not gonna fake it. I'm not gonna fake it, so I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry you feel that way, is what I should say. Like, I'm not sorry for how I do Let's Plays. I've been doing this for like almost 8 years. So I'm not gonna like change the formula now to like capitulate. I don't know. Like I've always just, I mean, I've said this before, but like the formula has been the same since like day one. Okay, so there is a little bit of foreshadowing that I did not pick up on until I watched other people's Let's Plays of this. One of which is that he seems to know about the pendant. In addition to knowing that it's valuable, he seems to know that there's like more to it than having it just be like worth a lot of like money, like monetarily. So he already knows that something's up. He's like, okay, why is this person from another era like in possession of this pendant? So he already knows that there's like time travel and stuff. Well, he knows there's he knows that, by the way, I'm gonna spoil everything in this game. He knows that there's time travel because he time traveled, but he also knows that like time travel was involved in like in something to do with like somebody having that pendant in the current year, in the year 1000 or whatever. Man, what are you supposed to do to activate the thing? You have to talk to this guy? I forget if I talked to him or not already. Oh wait, why is your lunch back? Did you bring a second lunch? Okay, well, I need a second breakfast. Okay, so I've had 2 breakfasts. So I'll be able to have a big old dump on the clock at work. I don't know, that's something that like pisses me off. I don't want to say pisses me off, but like, it's like annoying when like people come into work and in the first 10 minutes they just go and take a dump like right away. It's like, yes, we know you're pooping on company time. And then people run the numbers and they're like, well, if you take a 20-minute dump every day, that's equivalent to like a 2-hour or a 2-week paid vacation every year. And it's like, yes, mathematically that's correct, but you got to ask yourself, how many multimillionaires got rich by like milking the clock at their job? So if you want to be like rich people, then like you should try to like do things that rich people do. Like it's always people that are just like trying to like gain like every little tiny like edge from like everything. That are people that just like lack integrity. And don't get me wrong, people that are super duper rich, they do try to take every advantage with their taxes to pay the least amount possible. It's like, yeah, well, everyone craps on them for like not paying as much taxes as they should. They're like, oh, they use like loopholes in the tax code or whatever. It's like, yeah, well, okay, well, can you blame them for not wanting to pay as much in taxes? Like, they want to pay the least amount in taxes as they legally can. Do you know who else wants to do that? Everybody! But then for some reason, like, they only pick on them for doing it. But they're like, well, when I try to pay less in taxes, it's okay when I do it. But I don't want rich people to do it. It's like, okay, well. Oh, once again, I don't know what to tell you. Do you have to do this fight? I'm actually at a loss. I thought I knew this game. Well, like, I'm trying to, like, blast through this, like, first part. There's, like, something that, like, activates the thing starting. So here I am talking about how much I play this game. I don't even know how to activate the first thing. So it is kind of funny. So I'm sitting here going like, yeah, well, if I was worth, like, $100 million... It's like, well, I could pay this amount of taxes, or I could legally pay this lower amount of taxes. Which would I rather do? So the whole concept of like blaming people for like not paying more taxes than they have to, it's such like, I don't know. I think it's an incorrect thought process. That I do think that, you know, I do think that there are reasonable people that if you explain it to them, they will understand. They'll just be like, oh, I never thought of it that way. But I think a lot of people just hadn't thought of it that way. I mean, I didn't think of it that way. I was sort of the mindset of like, yeah, well, like, what are you gonna do? You know, if you can afford people to like hire people to find the loopholes, then I guess that's the way it is. Everyone seems to be okay with it. Like, there's no crackdowns on preventing it from happening. So I was like, well, that's the way it goes. So I didn't think much of it. It's one of those things where it's like, me being mad about it doesn't like help or fix anything. It doesn't improve my life at all. It's not like a helpful like mindset to be in, where you're just like mad at other people that did things like a different way and wound up in a different place in life. Oh, now they're ready. Okay, so was it talking to this person that activated it? Oh, it is, because the dialogue thing came up twice. Is that all you have to do? I thought that it was like timed, or maybe I was thinking like maybe you have to talk to like a certain number of people. Maybe that's why it happened with that one person specifically. Oh man, I actually forgot. If you do it twice, she actually gives you this different dialogue. I knew it was different, but I didn't know that it alludes to you grabbing her like a kidnapper. It is nice though that they give you like a one dialogue like chance of like warning or whatever. I mean, that was a poorly worded sentence, but they give you like one chance to tell you to wait before you're like penalized for it. Oh man, how much of this should I actually read? I'm assuming anyone that's played this has already like or anyone rather watching this, I should say, has already played the game. Like, do I really do I really need to read everything? I guess I should probably read some stuff. Chrono, where have you been? No one wants to try the telepod. Yeah, because everybody is smart. How about you? Are you stupid enough to try the telepod? It looks like fun. I'll watch while you try it out. I'll watch while you go get yourself killed. Just hop onto the left pod. What a kick. I want to try it too. Okay, how about you go first? Chrono, how did you pick up a cutie like her? Hang on, Chrono. I'll be right there. Oh, wait. Huh. You know, I actually didn't know that you could chicken out and make her go without you going. I thought that you had to go first. Man, this is nuts, man. I'm already learning, like, new stuff about the game. Well, they say to go on into the left one, and then everybody that plays the game just goes into the left one. Man, that is crazy. Yeah, I never knew that you could chicken out and just decide to not do it. I'm surprised she doesn't... Wait, did she call you chicken and I was not paying attention? Alright, see you later. Oh, man. Luca, where is she? Show's over, folks. Let's head along now. It is kind of weird how none of the people, like, went to the police. What's going on, Luca? Where is she? The way she disappeared, it couldn't have been the telepod. It literally was. That's what made her disappear. The warp field seems to be activated by her pendant. What are we going to do now? She's so familiar. I know I've seen her somewhere. Alright, peace. Crono, you brought her here. You get her back. Oh, wow, I can walk right through this guy. What are we going to do now? Well, I gotta go after her, man. I can't let her disappear before I tapped it. Speaking of tapping it, how come there is no, there's not very much, like, nude art of the female characters in this game? This is such a beloved game. There should be, like, 50,000, like, nude images of, like, the females in this game. But yet there's, like, hardly any. There is one, or especially now that there's AI, now there's, like, no excuse, because you just, like, type in the thing and it makes it for you. But, I already looked. All of the nude art, all of it, it ranges between, like, terrible and, like, okay, but not like, good enough to be, like, sexually appealing to look at. But there is some AI of Marl, and there's, like, one good image of her, like, squatting on a dick, but there's hair on her vagina, so that totally ruins it. So I'm sitting here going, like, okay, now that there's AI, there's, like, no excuse for there not to be, like, tons and tons of, like, nude art of the females in this game. Because, like, Marl's a freaking cutie, man. And Ayla, she's a freaking cutie, too. And, I mean, I guess Luca's, like, cute, too. But, like, she has that, like, helmet on. Like, you don't get to see her without the helmet on. Like, you can't really, like, see her, like, sex appeal that much. But then, in a way, that kind of makes her, like, cute in a way, too. Where it's like, you know that all, like, the bits are there, but, like, you don't get a good look at them because of her, like, clothing and stuff. She's not dressing, like in a sexy manner. So, like, she has, like, the, sort of, like, the prude look going, which is kind of cute. It's like the bookworm with the big, giant tits. Okay. Okay, so this first area is just literally just mash A. And actually that's one of the things that I noticed about this game in my many playthroughs and also watching people play it. The random battles don't really pose like that much of a threat. Like, you're never really in like any danger from just the regular fights. Oh, I also forgot to mention, this is a self-restricted or self-imposed restriction. I'm doing, what did I decide on? I spent some time thinking about it. We're gonna do no chests, no tabs, and I can only use stuff purchased in stores with money. So no prehistoric trade shop stuff. And no studs, no overpowered, maybe I should just say no overpowered accessories. But definitely no studs. Like, I want this to be, like, decently challenging. That is one of the things that, that you can do to try to make a game, like, more interesting, is to, like, play it with the self-imposed restriction. And, I did actually do a playthrough of this once with, the default weapons. What did I say? It was, like, default weapons and no accessory and no helmet, I think, is what it was. That way the helmet would lower my defense somewhat. But, in, like, using the, like, the default accessory, I don't think you can remove an accessory. But, also, it's kind of cool that, during my first playthrough of this, I totally skipped the part. If you, like, go down here, they give you more, like backstory about stuff. Well, not that person. So they, like, it is kind of cool how, like, the story connects, even from, like, early on. You don't think that this is, like, important. Like, when you go to, like, a new place and people are just, like, saying stuff about things. But I do think it's cool that, like, later on, this battle that they're talking about, like, actually, like, happens. So it is pretty cool that, something that they were, like, talking about actually ended up happening. Okay, so we gotta go to the right side, right? Because they think she's the queen. So I'm aware that there are a few chests that you do have to open. So obviously I'm going to open those ones. I don't know. In situations like that, there's always that one person that's like, well, it's impossible because of this one chest you have to open. It's like, okay, well, obviously, if it's required to beat the game, then obviously I'm going to open that one chest. But, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't know why there's always got to be that one guy. There's always that one guy, though. I can just imagine somebody, like, erased their comment that they had, like, typed up. As soon as I said no chest, they're like, yeah, but what about the chest containing the Yakra key? And then I was like, there's always that one person. And they're like, oh shit, he called me out. I was that one person. Better delete the comment. You know what? If you delete the comment, then I'm cool with that. Maybe you didn't know that you were being that person. I don't know. Sometimes people do things and they don't realize that they're being like that guy, you know? It is kind of a bummer that Marl's song, it only plays, like, during, like, sentimental, like, moments. Like, I get what they were going with, like, the music box or whatever. Like, it's good for sentimental moments. But it would be kind of cool if they played it at, like, other times, too. Or played, like, it'd be cool if Marl had, like, a real, actual, like, song instead of just, like, the music box thing that only plays during sentimental moments. Because, like, other people's music, like, Chrono's song is, like, that heroic, got that heroic feel. And, like, Ayla's got that, like, pump you up kind of feel. Like, other people's music is, it's more, like, I don't exactly know how to say it, but, like, it's kind of a bummer. I feel like Marl got kind of gypped with the character theme songs. I knew I recognized her. This looks identical to the castle in our time. I bet they mistook that girl for her ancestor. You see, she's a member of the royal family in our time. She's Princess Nadia. Nadia. I'm pretty sure I said Nadia when I first played the game. And then I heard other people saying Nadia. So, I don't know. I'm kind of okay with both, but maybe I'll just say Nadia, since that's what I said originally. I'm also going to say Magus. I heard other Let's Players calling him Magus. And that I feel like that one is probably correct. But when I played as a 12-year-old or whatever, when I played the game... But, oh, By the way, I totally did not get Magus in my first playthrough. I do think it's kind of cool that there's a missable character. Because then there's actually, like, stakes. And it gives you a reason to, like, replay the game to actually get him the second time. But, I first called him Magus. And like I said, I'm pretty sure Magus is probably correct. But I'm probably just gonna say Magus. I don't care. Oh, and by the way, I watched somebody do a stream of this game blind. And they even had, like, the no spoiler thing up or whatever. And you already know what I'm gonna say. And, okay, hold on. Where am I supposed to... Okay, we have to go to the cathedral. We already going to the cathedral? I bet you that's going to happen a bunch of times in this game. If you only talk to the people that you're supposed to talk to, the game probably doesn't take, like, as long as I'm, like, thinking it's going to. So I'm sitting here going, like, already going to the cathedral? It's like, well, I guess. Yeah, okay. Shoot. I was about to say, that sparkly thing appearing is going to be what determines if we're supposed to be here or not. But, he even had, like, a thing. He's big on, like, no spoilies. And somebody spoiled it. They're just like, no, don't fight him. But it's like, no spoilers on a blind Let's Play. When the streamer himself is very adamant about no spoilers. Like, there's some people where it's like, they're more or less, like, caring about it. This guy is, like, hardcore about, like, spoilers. And then someone in his audience that he knows is, someone in his audience that knows him and knows that he doesn't want it is still going to, still said, don't fight him. So it's like, if you really want it to be blind, then you should, well, I should have done some fights in the forest. Luca doesn't even know, Flame Toss. Okay, fine. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done another Cyclone. Okay, if I survive this fight, I'll actually go hit up a store. But he freaking spoiled it, and it, like, pissed me off. I'm just like, dude, why are you, like, spoiling? Like, why are you spoiling the stuff, man? It's supposed to be, like, blind. It's supposed to be as if it's your first time ever playing. I should run away, actually. I'm gonna run from the first fight in the cathedral. I guess it's less embarrassing than dying. You know what? This might be a scripted fight. I might not be able to run. Am I gonna fucking game over in the first episode after I just got done saying how much I played this game? Wow, look how slow Luca is. Oh, it's because she is slowed. I'm gonna freaking die. I don't have any items. I totally screwed the pooch and forgot to go to a store. Wow, she was so slow. I wonder if you lose this fight if Frog comes and saves you anyway. I guess we're gonna test it, aren't we? These Naga-ettes have like 60 HP or something like that, right? Wow. I got a game over on my Chrono Trigger Let's Play. How am I ever gonna live this down? No! Oh my god. Oh my god, that's the worst. I didn't even save it. Oh, that's the worst. I gotta start all the way over. God damn it. Well, if you were wondering how this Let's Play was gonna go, I'm even surprising myself. Holy nuts, dude. Okay, I gotta make sure to go to the freaking store. Well, I thought that you could be okay, like, I thought you'd be okay doing the cathedral with your starting equipment, but apparently not. But okay, let's meet back. Well, on the positive side, I guess I can confirm that talking to that one person is, like, the thing to do. I guess on my first playthrough, I didn't know, like, what to do, so I just ran around for a while. So I think that's what maybe made me think that it was, like, time activated. Okay, we're back. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, you know where I went wrong, other than forgetting to go to the shop? There's a fight in this canyon. If you do this fight, you get a tonic. And I skipped this fight, so I did not have that tonic. But I accidentally ran into him because I was playing the game in fast forward. And I got a tonic. And then I was like, wait, does that guy always give you a tonic? I went back, fought him a second time. I got a second tonic. So I have 2 tonics now. And yeah, if I would have just had 1 tonic, I could have saved Crono from dying and won that fight. And then that would have given me a chance to be like, oh, geez, this fight was like too close for comfort, so I should go back and buy stuff from the store or whatever. Oh, man. Okay, so with no chests, I'm actually going to be... I should probably buy armor. I could buy 2 sets of armor. The armor is, I think, going to be more useful than the attack boost. This gives me the same amount. Okay, we'll go 2 of these. We definitely need some, let's just buy all tonics, as many as I can. Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that happened. It sucks, but oh well. It is kind of funny. If nothing else, like, I was, like, curious how this Let's Play was gonna go. I'm like, oh man, how many other surprises are there gonna be? I mean, if it'll make it interesting, if nothing else. But, oh, I also didn't save. I forgot we can freaking save. Why didn't I save at the world map? Let's save. Let's make a freaking save, for frick's sake. Jesus. Okay, well, I'm so used to this area being, like, easy. I didn't think I would even need to, like, save until I got to, like, the save point inside the cathedral. But, by the way, Marl, or, like, nobody calls you a chicken if you don't take the telepod or use the telepod or whatever. Marl just goes, what a kick, I want to try it too. Even though it's like, well, it's not really too because you didn't use it. So she wouldn't be trying it too. Oh, you know, I should have gotten the free shelter from the forest. And yeah, that's something else that I bet a lot of people don't know. If you hug the walls, or like if you hug the trees or the sides or whatever in the forest, you can avoid the fights in the forest. So I didn't even gain like a level from the fights in the forest. I'm pretty sure Chrono gained a level from doing that extra fight with the roly-poly dude, with the ball dude. Oh man, it's weird freaking playing this in like normal. It seems like the music is in like slow motion. It seems like it's like slower. Because whenever I watch Let's Plays of this, I always watch it at ×2 speed. I guess that stream I watched was in like real time or whatever. Well, part of it was real time, but part of it was not. I watched part of it was like VODs. I should not have let Crono get so close to dying, by the way. I gotta be careful. Sitting here just yakking my brains out, friggin' dying. I forgot that I actually had a tonic. Man, these guys actually are a bit hardier than I thought. Well, they're hardy when you don't have the better weapon. Well, my better weapon would only increase my thing by like 2, I think, right? Oh, I should have done the second from the left to see if I could maybe hit the 3, because I think the one on the far right side has like no damage. All right, please? No? Okay. Oh, balls. The timing of this Let's Play is actually bad, to be honest. Also, the timing of when this Let's Play like came up in terms of like real life stuff. This is like not a good time for this to be happening, if I'm being totally honest. But we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I've got couple of things going on, but I'll maybe get into it later. I don't want to bog down the first episode with like real life stuff, but just like the timing of it, like that's the way the cards fell. So it's just the way it goes. Well, I keep checking. I still don't have any MP. I don't know why, like, I feel the need to check every time. Well, I can't believe Chrono's only doing single-digit damage. But, well, I mean, I guess if I have time between battles, I guess I might as well. It's not really bogging it down. I don't know. Different viewers like different things in their Let's Plays. Like, there are some viewers that that like it when the Let's Player, like, opens up about their life. And then there's other Let's Players where they're just like, dude, just shut up and play the game. I don't want to hear about your dog. Gosh, you know? So it's one of those things where it's like, it's impossible to, like, please everybody. But it's, like, not very often that I actually have, like, real-life stuff to, like, talk about. Wait, am I actually gonna freaking... How about you just die? I'm pretty sure they still get experience if they die, right? If they're dead when the battle ends. There we go. Jesus Christ, man. Oh man, I thought Luca learned Flame Toss off the first fight. Oh noes! Lower thine guard, and thou art allowing the enemy in. Thou art here to shave the queen. The lair is deep within. Will thee accompany me? A frog? Chrono, it's a talking frog. I hate frogs. My guise doth not incur thy trust. Very well, do as thee please, but I shall save the queen. Well, wait. You don't seem like a bad person frog thing. I mean, what happens if you refuse? Maybe risky going alone. Chrono, what should we do? Well, it's not alone. It's you got me to keep you company. And also to, like, help you make your way through the cathedral. And also to dick you down. Frog will do. Alright, nice to meet you, Frog. Mayhap a hidden door lurks nigh. Let us search the environs. Alright. That streamer guy, I'm pretty sure he got stuck at this part. Well, he was, like, reading the chat. He didn't see the message where it said, hidden door, let us search the environs. So he got to here, and he didn't know what to do, so he left. And he got, like, super duper stuck. So it's one of those things where, like, sometimes, like, reading the chat, that's, like, one of the downsides of, that's one of the downsides of doing, like a stream, is that you can, like, overlook stuff. Is the free shelter in 600? Is it in both time eras? Not entirely sure, but there is a dude here that gives you a shelter. This guy? Yeah, it's actually worth 150, which right now I'm sucking major dick on money. So it's actually kind of cool. We actually get to utilize it. Oh, I should also, do I have money now? Maybe I could buy one more thing. 328. I'm pretty sure Frog starts with, like, the best stuff you can buy at the store. He starts with, like, a bronze jam, I think, right? He does. But I have 300. I could buy a karate jam for Chrono. I mean, that's 5. That's pretty good. It's only 2 and 2. So at this point, 5 defense is definitely better. Let's buy some more tonics. I can only buy 2 more. Okay, let's buy 2 more then. Okay, so let's go ahead and use that shelter. I mean, I know that earlier I was like, oh, it's just like I'm just gonna end up like booty blasting my way through this game. Now I'm sitting here going like, well, we're at the end of the first episode. We haven't even done anything. Like, I thought I'd be able to, like, finish the cathedral. But, yeah, I don't want this... Yeah, I lost track of time. I'm pretty sure we're at an episode. So I'm just gonna make a save state. And next time we'll pick it up from here. Yeah, so hopefully there'll be, like, less dying in the... Once I get, like, an inventory of items built up. And then hopefully I'll be, like, dying less and saving more. Well, I mean, once we get, like, into the game, there will actually be, like, save points in the game, which are little, like, reminders to save. So even if I forget to save on the world map, I can at least go back to a save point. There just wasn't, like, a save point, so that's why I didn't save. and I didn't think I'd need to save at the map before the cathedral, of all places, you know? Yeah, so I know we didn't make a lot of progress in this one, but oh well, we'll make larger amounts of progress in future episodes, so it's fine. So that is going to conclude this first episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. I would super mega appreciate it. And please drop me a like and a comment before you go. I would super mega appreciate that as well. And I will see y'all in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.